They're all just like grunting at each other now. But guys, we're going live into this game. This is colwn versus WT here for the winner bracket semi-finals. I want to get onto Hal right off the start.
Actually. Oh, you want Hal? You want some Hal action?
I want some Hal action immediately.
It's funny because Hal's like, Stummy's like, oh, Hal's going to be our strong point. And then Hal's like, yeah, Stummy's our weak point. So it's like,
he's got a carry.
Great brotherly love right there.
Already hitting some nice rails.
Hal, the man that's been bigged up all day, the dedicated CA player, Sturmy's little brother, creeping around with 68 points of health there, going to find Sturmy, and
Lincoln takes it.
And Lincoln was just on the hunt, and he got it on the other side of the map. So Hal now, again, we're still on him, is going to find himself WC, I don't know, but it is there. There's GWC coming around the corner again, and Hal's happy to beat him away.
Oh,
but
nice
actually,
double back.
GWC with some fantastic play, gunning down Hal, and Sturmy's
on fire, though.
In brotherly vengeance, will take him down in turn.
He's trying to prove his worth here. This is for acceptance into the team. Oh, he's getting railed here, looking for the lightning gun spam. A lot of it going on. He's trying to edge onto it. Be careful of the rockets here for Sturmy.
It's Viju, the CTF legend.
And Viju's on 11 points of health, man. Sturmy has an advantage here.
So he's pushing the buttons. He's so cheeky. Why would he do that?
Is he going to drop down?
Maybe he thought the button opened the door. That's just possible.
He could hide on there. Oh, this is bad for him. He just runs right into it. I think he realized in the air, like, yeah, this is probably going to go really badly. And watch this. Managed to take a round. And we're on 1-1.
We are on 1-1 right now. There's Viju. Oh, he's really getting a great engagement with the Hal there. This is really bad for colwn. Zoot, I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm scared as well,
I'm scared.
Lincoln, he's got a load of health, but Viju absolutely ripping him to shreds, and watch this, are going to be taking the lead now. Great play from them. I do hear that GWC is actually one of the key players in WatchThis.
Yeah, so far he's
engaged. Watch out for him.
Beast mode there as colwn players shoot one another. Viju guarding that corner with his life there, going to back away a little bit, hitting 2 rails back to back on Lincoln, and Lincoln's got to be careful. He's going to be shooting rockets, but there's another rail from Viju, 3 in a row onto Lincoln. Lincoln only returning 1 there. colwn really struggling here. The round is a little bit slower than the previous ones.
I'm watching Hal at the moment. He's actually caught them from behind. He's lost out a little bit of health, starting to do damage, going out of the LG. GWC goes down, but a rail from the end. Viju manages to get another kill. We're on a 2 versus 2 situation, and it's actually very even now. Not anymore, though, after that rail, although Sturmy is incredibly weak.
The Sturmy rail coming into play there, and let's see how Lincoln is. He's 53 health. We've got Id, is the last man standing for his team. Watch this. But the colwn players are very low. And Id going to make the... No, he's not going to make the approach. Oh my god! Lincoln missing the mid-air rail. That's very unusual. Id handed another opportunity, and it looks like he's taking advantage of it as he makes it a 1 versus 1 situation. And look, there's the rail from Lincoln. Long range. And all of the players of colwn, in fact, all the players who have WatchThis also are displaying some great aiming abilities. Long range, close range, medium range, with all the weapons that they have. And Lincoln has to back away, goes back in. He's too late, not able to help his teammates.
Hal riding solo here.
2v1 situation against Hal. He's got 26 points of health. How is he going to turn this around?
I think they heard him. I'm not sure. They might be coming up to him from behind. Hal looking at every part of the map he really can. Going near the teleporter. This is going super slow at the moment. And actually the WatchThis players really trying to be careful. They don't want to take a rail because 1 rail could suddenly put Hal in a fairly decent position to make this round happen.
Hal's still creeping around. The lower levels are his friend right now, as the players who are more confident, more stack, more support from their team are going to be traversing the upper areas, and Hal has to avoid jump pads. It's going to give a sound cue. It's going to make his position known to his enemies, and he's going to be helplessly suspended in the air should he go up them. So that's something he's considering, and just trying to limit the exposure that he's getting right now, so that he can't.
He's
he can always
sneaking,
control. He can always know where he's going to be hit from.
Right, he's actually making a bit of a faster move at the moment, and in fact the WT guys have gone down to their area, and Hal is like, wait, where did you guys go? And in fact, they're right where Hal was hiding previously.
Yeah, they know that they have the player advantage. The round will go to them because of that player advantage.
This is super slow, man. They're playing it real slow.
Yeah, here Hal goes. he has the timer now. He knows what's up. It's gonna there's very little he could do there.
He had to go for it, and it's going to be WatchThis taking the lead now 3-2. And then map 1 of the winner bracket semis.
Here he is, ID on the camera, going to spot Hal there as he backs away. Looks like this room is well and truly controlled by WatchThis as they make the approach 2v1 onto Lincoln. Lincoln in a lot of trouble. He needs teammate support there, and that's not going to happen as it hits even more rails. And GWC and it are a deadly combination right now, just single-handedly taking down the entire colwn team, as Hal there from below is not able to really have much impact just yet on the flow of this game. It's all about WatchThis.
Yep, and Hal now trying to get the damage out, but Vijo looking like he's going to be able to pick up the kill, 4-2. I do imagine Repent was most likely WatchThis as a map pick.
Yeah.
And colwn here could be suffering on these, well, what we're getting to the second part really of this map.
Great aiming there from Viju. As would be expected, the guy has been known to have an absolutely vicious level of aiming capabilities. Oh, and he's going to get caught from behind there. And fortunately for him, his teammates are there to beat Hal away. But look at the damage Viju coming in. He makes it a trade there. Brilliant situation.
Hitting crazy, man. He was hitting double rails and stuff. Missing some great Sturmy fun. Showing that he's not the weak point of the team, like some say.
Oh, okay. Great little burst of machine gun there to finish it off. And they're bringing it back. Whether or not they're comfortable on Repent, they are sticking up a great fight here. And looking at Sturmy's accuracies, he's doing quite well, to be expected of the Sturminator.
Yep. Oh, Sturmy's falling down into the little fire acid.
Let's switch on to Lincoln. We haven't really seen much of him. Still got his starting stack to play with. Gonna jump through that teleporter with his teammate to try and work his angles on the back of WatchThis. They do find them, but who can win this fight? It's not the best positioning from colwn, but they're gonna try to brute force their way on through that choke point. And now from the back, Viju gonna go down as well as the colwn team holds strong. Great little flank and great adaptation to the aggression that was the response of WatchThis.
Much needed rounds as well, tying it up. There's only, well, 3 rounds left for both teams to get to pick up a win here. And it looks like colwn really playing together on these outside sections, but the rails from the side, they can barely seem to be able to keep a track of where they're coming from. Hal already been hit by 2, and now watching out for the WatchThis players hanging on the left.
There you go, Sturmy trying to cover 2 angles at the same time, and he's going to have to reposition himself. It's not comfortable for him to do so. He's got an okay amount of health right now that he can be safe and get out of the situation. He's going to be running alongside his brother, his little brother there, as they make the attack onto WatchThis, his position. And Sturmy's going to go down really, really quickly, and it's all down to Hal right now. He's only got 52 points of health, and he's going to go down there. GWC nailing him with that railgun, long range. And now, as we stick onto GWC, let's see how WatchThis decide to play this round now, as they find themselves some colwn players. But look at that, brothers decimated.
And they're just completely ripped apart. WatchThis, they want this round urgently. Hal is making his move on the side. He's going to be going up a 1 versus 1 on ID, and there, picks up the kill and the round for his team.
A great aiming there from Hal as we stick to him on the next round. Let's see how WatchThis. Oh, GWC could get caught there, but Viju's coming on to Hal. He's going to go for a 1 versus 1 against Hal's lightning gun. Viju, such a strong aimer, perhaps one of the strongest aimers in North America. I think you could make the argument. Viju has a very deadly aim.
And well,
CTF.
Hal's teammates turning up that round for him. Hal needing to warm up that LG a little bit. Get those 50% accuracies like we hear about. And Hal playing this very slowly, maybe trying to be a bit sneaky in case the WatchThis guys come in from the side. They're on map point at the moment. WatchThis have got to go clutch.
Hal right there, setting up a crossfire with Lincoln. And there you go, spots Viju. He's got the railgun out, and they want to try to punish that. But Viju did a great job on the escape, actually.
At the same time, they're trying to make a move onto Sturmy. So Sturmy in a little bit of trouble himself. He's lost the majority of his health and armor. And he's trying to be very careful holding this position. GWC standing back. He is completely fully loaded. Viju on 4 points of health.
And this is match point for colwn. Should they win this, that's the 7 rounds they need to win. Repent, great rail from Sturmy, long range. Sturmy rail is on right now. He hits another one, misses the 3rd, but it's enough to work his way onto the position. Close it up with the lightning gun. That's exactly what he's going to do.
Oh, the dive.
And GWC can't do anything about it. Sturmy takes down GWC. That's 7-5. That's map number 1. Repent going to colwn after a very shaky start. They definitely win in the end. So good stuff there from the Italians and the Frenchmen.
Well, Hal, they're certainly not the strongest member of his team. 2.8k damage, Sturmy making it up to 3.5k. Maybe Hal going to have to get into the swing of it. Possibly when we go to colwn's map pick, things could change up and Hal will suddenly go beast mode.
Now this should be really interesting. Typically, again, as we were saying, I mean, colwn are going to be very aware of the setups, how they work on this map. They have Hal.
This is
Hal knows what he's doing.
Asylum, for those of you can't currently see our screen on the warm-up section.
Of course. And so we should see the 2-1 setup as the base default for colwn. However, will WatchThis go with the more kind of American style? Will they back off and try to play the long-range rail game? I mean, that's going to be what would be very interesting for us to see, because if they do that, then all of a sudden colwn have to change up their strategy to. I mean, they could just play the long-range rail game. I mean, they have Sturmy, they have Hal, they have Lincoln. These guys are really strong rail players, so they could go at it like that.
Yeah.
But let's see how they decide to do it, what they feel comfortable with.
Map number 2, guys. Winner bracket semi-finals. colwn versus WatchThis. And you're on Hal at the beginning, it seems. And look at that. 2 versus 1. But there's ID behind him, completely ripping him to shreds. He's going down onto Lincoln now. We've got a 2 versus 2. Make that a 2v1. Sturmy on his own, 83 points of health, getting a rail. But that LG disintegrating his health. It's going to be a round for the Americans.
Brilliant round there by WatchThis. Really catching colwn off guard with an unconventional setup along these stairs and how they're turning around onto it. It goes down and he has to jump back up onto Hal's lightning gun, and Hal, it's so deadly, but he just manages with the last rocket to get him down. And now Id, with 34 points of health, is 1 versus 1 against Lincoln. Lincoln's super stacked. Look at this.
Oh,
great little fake rail.
I like it. colwn immediately replying, get themselves a round on the board as well. I guess we're going to be sticking with Lincoln off the beginning of this next round. And actually, they kind of, looks like WatchThis starting to back off a little bit more. Lincoln taking a lot of damage, going to find GWC. He needs to start connecting. Rockets blazing out. And he's on his own. This is bad for him. This looks like a round for WatchThis.
Lincoln way too inactive in that round. Way too inactive. Completely out of the action. Then switching to rockets. And you need that damage. You need it now. And here is Ed going to come onto the back of Hal. And Hal taking a lot of damage there. He was uncertain of which way he was getting hit from. But the players of colwn are pushing their way forward onto his position. He's had to retake this high area, but the shotgun mid-range. He's going to find Sturmy in the back.
In trouble.
Can Sturmy manage to make this happen? No, absolutely not. 3-1 for WatchThis, and colwn need to adapt. They need to adapt quickly. They're on BG's POV right now, and he's going to have Hal to battle with, it seems. And Hal going to back away, and BG, whilst he's obsessed with Hal, Sturmy's going to be there, hitting him in the back, and that's exactly how you do it.
I mean, Viju still managed to do a lot of damage, even though he died early on. And now we've got Sturmy versus GWC, but it is GWC with a stack advantage. Maybe not so much after this LG. Rockets from GWC, 14 health left.
He wants up ammunition.
Look, it's so close at the moment. He's looking for the rocket splash. 17 points of health for GWC. Sturmy could just get the shotgun out right now. He should realize how low he has made him. And looking on the side for him. He's got to make sure he gets that angle first. He just spotted him there near the teleporter.
A pixel of green right there.
I think he heard Sturmy dropping down a little bit, looking for any kind of really tight rail angle. And GWC's actually moved away from there. Sturmy still thinks he's at the top.
Yeah, GWC can't be thinking he has the stack advantage here. He's got so little health, but even if Sturmy's really weak, and he knows he's really weak, he's so weak himself, he can't bank on it.
GWC's going to sneak up on him. Sturmy's still looking up at the top. And he suddenly realized, okay, maybe he's elsewhere. Well read there by Sturmy, just spotting him on the sides narrowly, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe he didn't just see the glimmer of his rocket launcher.
And Sturmy's going to have to start getting a move on, because the countdown is going to start soon. And Sturmy, with that 9 points of health, is still being super defensive, waiting for that countdown before he wants to make an aggressive move, I think. And this is going to be about reactions, really. And
it really will be. GWC's been holding ground there at the low area of the map.
That's the countdown.
It is. Sturmy's making a bit of noise. Hal's getting impatient. He wants this round to end.
Oh!
The machine gun there is going to win the round.
Left for GWC. And WatchThis going 4-1 now. And we're on GWC again. And colwn. Sturmy up the stairs there with Lincoln.
GWC not hitting much.
Annihilated there. BG now in trouble as well. And Sturmy's going to survive. Lincoln's going to survive.
Oh.
But now it's
Lincoln has a stack to work with. He can afford to take a rail, but not much more than that. A rail and a slap to kill him.
And when he does get railed, Lincoln knows immediately that he's incredibly low.
Oh, he's landed a shot. Lincoln now actually pretty even. barely an advantage anymore. If ID hits another rail, Lincoln's going to be sweating.
Lincoln trying to line up those shots with the jumping there, but he's going to make his work his way around the long way up those stairs. Lincoln coming in with the LG. That's got it railable now. Should Lincoln want to switch to that weapon? He does.
Nice. Oh, Lincoln.
Clutch rail there from the Frenchman.
Yeah, we've got 2 to 4. colwn starting to catch up a little bit, but they've still got a fair way to go. Remember, it is 7 rounds the limit.
Lincoln going up the jump pad. That's not the smartest of moves in CA. And GWC going to chime in, but there's some good rockets
kill.
there.
ID's going to be able to get the round in the end. 5 to 2 now, 2 points left. Watch this, really want to bring it to a tiebreaker map.
Yeah, it looks like Asylum not going well for colwn at all. And Sturmy there, taking heat from both sides. Howell comes to the rescue, Lincoln comes to the rescue, up the jump pad, he gets one. Great rail there from Lincoln, going to secure that round for colwn. They need to bring this back, and they need to do it now, quickly. They've got to close this down 2 maps, because WatchThis are dangerous.
Very dangerous. And Lincoln there getting a good rocket, and GWC one more, that's going to be his death.
Beautiful rocket work from Lincoln right there. That's going to even secure them the round, or should very well do so. It's just
VG's got 1 point of health left. Oh, almost getting a kill actually. Lincoln had to make sure he hit that, otherwise another rocket would have killed him. And we've got 1 point away.
Oh no!
For the tie series.
The colwn players all not able to contest the bridge because one telefrag and Lincoln misses his jump. And Lincoln, look at this, he's getting annihilated by the rails. This is a really bad start to the round for colwn.
Oh, Sturmy in trouble. He's getting 2 versus 1 at the moment. He's going to go down very quickly. Hal looking a bit of trouble, but they have managed to take down Viju. And who is that remaining? Hal on his own. Can he go clutch here? If he loses this round, then WatchThis are going to be on map point. He's almost making the drop. He takes a rail from the far corner of the map. But he's got an upper position. And deciding now he's going to go a little bit faster around the map, looking for the LG on ID. Oh, there it is. The GWC moving on the side. He needs to hit rockets. The rail hits, but GWC is so stacked. It didn't even matter. And now we're on map point. Watch this. They could bring it to a tiebreaker any second now.
And here we go, the classic bridge, the 2-1 setup right here. Who's going to be able to make it happen? It looks like WatchThis. 3 versus 1. Oh, there it is. And WatchThis 7 to 4. Absolutely annihilating colwn on Asylum. An unexpected result for me. They were using setups that were quite unconventional. That's the word I was looking for.
They're just moving around quite a lot. They were kind of marching around the map a lot. Yeah. They did like their space around there. But tiebreaker map, very nice stuff. And I'm thinking Hal needs to warm up those fingers at the moment. He's currently slipping behind on the team a little bit, only by a matter of a couple of hundred damage, which isn't a great deal. But if he can step up his game just a little bit, then that could make the difference between his team going to the lower bracket or advancing to the winner bracket finals.
One thing I do remember though, Zoot. One thing that I remember.
I'm not concerned again.
It's not many things.
Yeah.
But it was the fact that when we had these Face It Cups and we did have Sturmy's team colwn play once, they were really good on this map. It was by far their strongest map. It was Campgrounds.
But, I mean, to be honest, the other team have got a lot of old players as well. I can't imagine it either. And we're probably going to be seeing them readying up in just a moment. There we go, Roychaz calling the shots. And we're getting into game, guys. This is the tiebreaker map between colwn and WatchThis here at the QuakeCon 2013 Clan Arena Tournament winner bracket semis. And we're going to be on Sturmy right off the beginning. Let's see what kind of position he's going to be using. Everyone up the bounce pad following suit. Okay, there's the LG. GBLC hurting a lot.
Oh goodness.
They all get knocked off. This could be a good early start for colwn.
They just took complete control of the bridge. Just took complete ownership. Look at the grenade even. Just like get the hell out of the bridge area.
Oh, but he's taking a nasty rail.
And they're maintaining that high positioning. And GWC in a rail.
colwn actually losing out on the first player. Okay, it's 2 versus 2 now. GWC gets taken down by Hal. And Viju and Hal still have quite a lot of health to play with. Sturmy and IID were a little bit lower. Viju comes in, takes out Sturmy. And we've got Hal sitting on his own. And WatchThis take round 1. It all looks so good for colwn at the beginning. But WatchThis turning it around.
That was looking amazing at the beginning. I can't believe that actually ended up happening in that way. But it's going to get a bit of rocket damage. Lincoln coming in to finish the job. But the rockets are good, but it's not good enough. Look at this. The bridge just absolutely dominated now this round by WatchThis as they advance onto colwn. And all of a sudden, things are looking grim.
Yeah,
very grim for our Europeans. Our sole European representatives in this match.
Come on, man. We've got to be more biased. This is why they're not winning.
That's very true.
I don't think it's possible we can be more biased, to be honest. And I'm just flicking around on the board there. colwn actually being extremely passive right now, making a move on ID. But not managing to get as much damage as he would like. And an exchange on the rails. ID actually starting to become pretty weak, but so is Hal. And he's actually deciding he's going to completely back off. ID going down onto the center map with his teammate. Still no casualties on this round.
Strong aiming coming in from both teams here. Aid connecting a lot of rails. You can see him hitting 50% rail, 11% lightning gun though. But nevertheless, if he's using the rail, it's no problem. Quick little trick jump up to the bridge there to get himself back in position. And Lincoln going to take him down there, and only 17 points of health. And Hal going down. It's just Lincoln left for colwn as VG eliminates Sturmy. It is just 17 points of health right here.
What kind of position is he putting himself in? He is going into the most precarious areas. VG goes down. Lincoln gets another. GWC had a little bit more of health than him, and he's going to be pushing that round 3-0 now for his team.
GWC going to have to back away there. Sees three dudes, enemy dudes. Not a good situation to be in.
And WatchThis have had a casualty pretty early on now. Sturmy though has the rail out, and GWC picking up an easy kill.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of Sturmy having the wrong weapon out there with that quick rocket jump up.
Hal's very weak actually. He's railable.
He's going to drop down to the mid levels, spot those enemy players, switch around, see what is happening on the other side. Looks like colwn is setting up on the bridge.
We can follow Lincoln.
Maybe going to get in a bit of trouble against the lightning gun of Lincoln.
Oh my god, all these rails! Lincoln just going down one after another, swatted like a fly. And watch this now, 4-0, very convincing scoreline for the time being. And colwn have got to come out. Hal's just crushing GWC.
Oh my goodness.
That's so awkward for him. And he is going to go down pretty damn fast. And it's resorted to that, man. They've got to use the dirty tactics. ID going to go down. Sturmy finishing off for his brother. And we got 2 versus 1. Oh, Hal, he's going absolutely nuts right now. Viju is completely stacked. Hal hurting a lot. There's the 2v1. Brothers in arms. That is going to be 2 players left for them. And finally, they're on the board, man. The Europeans.
Yeah, this is match point for both teams. It's the third and deciding map here. And Hal going to get knocked off. Rocket's just blazing there. It's absolutely decimating all of his stack. It is only 1 player left for colwn. It's Lincoln, and he just gets destroyed as well. A very quick round there for WatchThis. 5-1. They're looking like convincing favorites here on Campgrounds. I'm surprised. Good stuff from them. Their aim is very formidable right now. As he rocket jumps back up to the bridge, he's going to get denied, and that could very well be a round-winning advantage. That damage, but let's see how things work out.
Lincoln's been doing a lot of damage though. Lincoln and Sturmy have been doing a good job despite Hal having gone down pretty early. GWC in trouble. Lincoln almost picking up a kill, but actually GWC missing some really nice rails from him. And I'm on Sturmy at the moment. Oh, he can't hit the last rail. And it doesn't matter though. Viju, look how much health and armor he has. colwn is struggling a lot, and they are looking at, if they lose this round, they go down to the lower bracket. Hard times, and looks like WatchThis getting a great round off. Hal goes down, Sturmy goes down, 3 versus 1.
Oh my god, Lincoln with great LG onto his airborne Viju, and Lincoln gonna go down as well. That's 7-1, and that is colwn. Dead.
Completely crushed, man, in that tiebreaker map. WatchThis really showing them what they're made of.
You can see their players.
Very GG. Very good games indeed. Sturmy, let's having a look at the damage again, and well, to around 2k damage each for the colwn players. WatchThis really stepped up that game compared to the first round, the first map.
With a performance like that, to me now they are the tournament favorites.
Yeah, just like that.
Oh yeah.
Just like
I mean, they had good aim, good coordination.
What about the Dream, man?
Play. Well, I don't know.
I want to see the Dream versus WatchThis, and I want to see the Dream versus colwn.
GWC, ID, and also Viju, just they look so strong in that game, in that series, and what they were up against was really strong as well.
Yeah.
So to me,
but you know, it's not colwn's last chance. They could still make it through. They just got to climb through that lower bracket. We could be seeing, because now that means it's winner bracket finals for WatchThis. We could be seeing them in the winner bracket final against the Dream, unless they haven't been able to bypass their other opponents.
That's very true. So guys, I guess we will have a okay.
Apparently,
right. Dream and Countermeasure are going to face each other.
Yeah. We've got noises in our head here telling that we've got the other winner bracket semi-finals coming along. So we haven't actually seen Countermeasure yet. That's going to be 0-4's team with KGB and Nemesis. And that's gonna be crazy, man. 0-4's team with Rafa's team.
And that is going to happen at 4:30. So
We're going to have a quick break, guys, and when we're back, we're going to have a couple more interviews to have plenty more content before we get to those next winner bracket semifinals.
And we might have some surprising guests.
Surprising guests indeed. We'll see you in just a moment.